Hello everyone and welcome to the 10th episode of this Building a Micronation series. In the last episode we built the big military base, but we do have a big problem to solve still. 38.2% of the people in our city don't have a job, so we got to fix that in this episode. And we still have this large open terrain here above the car manufacturing industry. So my idea is to make even more industry over there and really get some jobs back into the city. To start off, I'm going to redesign the on and off ramps of the highway. First, they were just meant to serve some cars and trucks that had to go to the RK Motors plant. But since we're going to build an industrial area almost the same size above the car factory, we need a little more space for traffic to flow nicely to this area. I'm elevating the highway, so later on we can also place roads under the highway. I'm always pretty slow at building roads. I always want to make sure the curves look smooth and even and don't have a big incline, for example. So I sped up the footage a little. Otherwise this part of the video would take like 10 minutes or so. The off-ramp is going under the highway here and it will reconnect with the on-ramp. And then I built a new little highway section that will lead to the roundabout that connects the highway up to the regular roads. And this is why I'm so slow. I'm deleting everything and redrawing the road sections all the time. So this is the highway section I was talking about. The on and off ramp going to connect to this section, so the highway is connected to the road grid. And because we only connected the highway now from traffic coming from and going to the capital city, I'm also building this extra off ramp for traffic that will come from the other direction in the future. There's nothing built in that area yet, but we do got to prepare for future builds. And then it's time to start building. I downloaded a new mod, the Static Buildings mod, and it basically allows you to place buildings anywhere you want without needing a road connecting to them. With this mod you can even sink buildings in the ground, which isn't possible with the normal buildings in the game, since the terrain around the building will terraform to sink down with the building into the ground. I'm going to shut my mouth now for a few minutes for you to enjoy this little time lapse where I'm going to create a small detailed part of this industrial area. first building is made, and on the left of it I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to show every build in detail because, as you already saw, it takes quite some time to create these custom buildings. To finish this part off, I'm plopping trees everywhere around it because now it still looks a little empty. So like this, it already looks way more full and realistic. Maybe I even placed down a few too many trees, but I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And then over here I'm building another custom industry building. With that, the part south of the highway is as good as finished, and now I'm going to focus more on the part north of the highway. A few buildings will wrap around the on and off ramp here. Also, I put quite a bit of asphalt around it where I can place some containers, trash and trucks. Really just to give this area a bit more detail. Also putting these fences around it. And here the trash I was talking about. And because it takes so much time to custom build everything, now I'm going to also start just zoning some areas. And now in the meanwhile that is growing, here I'm going to build a bigger industry building. First I'm clearing the trees here. And then I'll place down some roads. And the building I'm going to place down is this pharma factory. Next to the factory, or actually part of the factory it still is, I'm going to place this warehouse just to make the building even bigger than it already is. And that all thanks to the new mod we downloaded. There's so many things possible with this new mod, I really like it. Placing all these details over here, I'm also realizing I'm taking a lot of time again. So I'm going to speed up the build a little bit. I'm just going to zone way more buildings, like these office buildings down here. And then above the pharma factory, we're going to zone even more office and industry buildings. First placing down these roads for that. And then just zoning them quickly so it can grow. And then down here, there will be more and more industry area. Placing a new road network for that. Clearing all the trees. And then I just plop down a big building again. So we don't only have all these small industrial buildings, we also have some bigger offices and just a lot of buildings to spice the area up a little. And then we have a new area to zone a lot of industry again. First I'm going to make a little more detailed building, and then again I'm going to zone everything. So that's another custom building. Took me a while again, but I just zoned everything for the rest. To quickly see how many jobs are created, I quickly make a district of this area. And I think the name Empire Springs, I'm just going to keep it like that for now. If anyone else has a suggestion, please let me know in the comments. But I think it sounds okay for this area. And we only have 1600 jobs yet, so I'm going to build way more factories. And I'm just going to zone them because at this point it took me so long to build everything. So you can see the time lapse where everything is growing. that ended up looking like this, and now we have also, let's see, 4,400 jobs, and at the RK Motors plant almost 8,000. So that's already a lot more, but we are still stuck at 31.5% unemployment. I wouldn't want to say I failed, like we created quite a few jobs, but there's still work to be done. Not in this episode though, because I'm running out of time for today. If you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a lot more episodes in this series. You don't want to miss out on that. If you liked it, you would also help me a lot if you smash that like button. And that was it for today. I hope to see you at the next episode. Thanks for watching.